First thing up is pledge allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
There will not be approval of the minutes because I wasn't at the last meeting and Larry's not here for this meeting, so we'll delay it till May meeting. Next up is Township Assistance Guidelines and Rate Approvals.
So the guidelines are, I'm sitting next to you with the resolution on top. The guidelines, other than changing the year, are not being changed from 2025, and that includes the rates. And we have laid out, there is a spreadsheet that lays out the comparison between the 2025, the whole year, but lays it out by a month, and then the comparisons with our trends this year. The concern is that last year township assistance was more than $9,000 over budget. And so we want to make sure that we stay as close to being in budget as possible. The reality is, and just so everyone in the room knows, with township assistance, it's not a budget line that we really can control. It is based on who comes and if they qualify. And if they qualify for township assistance, we will give them township assistance, even if we have to move money from other funds, because that is our job. So while this puts some boundaries and guidelines into place and keeps us focused, the reality is rates continue to climb. It is at least something that helps us keep a little bit of boundary first. I know this was the homework assignment for everybody to go online and read the guidelines, and I know you both have read the guidelines many times. So we do have to approve the guidelines every year, and we do have to send them to the county commissioners. And the reason for that is if there is ever an appeal of one of our decisions, the commissioners act as the jury for it. And we've never had an appeal, but if we would, that's what the guidelines help to say. Here are the rules.
If you do, you're gonna lose.
Probably.
That's normally the rule of thumb when you go to the commissioners.
I make the motion that we accept the township assistant guidelines and rate approvals for 2026 as presented.
Motion's been made, and I second it. The motion's been made and seconded. We approve Vernon Township Board Resolution number 2026-4-15A, which is the 2026 Vernon Township Assistance Guideline. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, the same. Motion carries 2-1 or 2-0. To go to you or her?
I will. I'm gonna hold on to this one because I'll scan it in and send it.
You got a place to sign on the second page too, I think.
Thank you. Well, actually, I'm gonna have her update the year and update the times. And then I will sign that one. Thank you.
Next up is temporary loan.
Stacy, you want to?
Yeah, so this is pretty much standard. We've been doing it since the beginning, because of the way the debt levy was filed. It ends up being that we make a payment before we receive the funds to make the payment. every year. So what we have to do is make a temporary loan from the 8604 to the 1181 fund, which gets transferred back at the end of the year by December 31st. So this year's loan is in the amount of $140,131.09.
And then just so everybody remembers, we'll actually receive the first payment after the debt has completely been paid off.
Okay, one big motion.
Yeah. I make the motion that we approve the transfer of $140,131.09 to be repaid by December 31st, 2026. Temporary loan from the Special Fire General Fund, line item 8604 into the Fire Debt Fund, 1181.
I seconded. Motion been made and seconded. We approve resolution 2026-4-15B, which is a resolution authorizing temporary loan to depleted funds. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed, the same. Motion carries 2-0. Property update.
I received an update from our attorney, Jeff Bellamy, today. And his notes are that we have a final survey with no issues for a 4.774 acre parcel, which we have identified for the location for a third fire station when it is needed. He indicates that he needs to wrap up the final title work, but the preliminary title work was generally ordinary and not unusual. So shouldn't be any issue here. And we're working on a closing date before the end of this month. And just heard back from the Jacoby's counsel, and they indicated that that timeline would work for them. So it seems like we're in good shape on the land purchase status. On repairs, do you want to just talk about where we're at with 431?
So the equipment was ordered back, gosh, I think probably at the end of 2025 to, replace the HVAC next door, the HVAC equipment next door. Unfortunately, when one of the 4 units arrived, the outside panel was damaged. So they did receive it back in March or like late February, early March, but because the outside panel was damaged, it didn't actually do any damage to the internal components, but they sent it back to the manufacturer to have that redone. They anticipate receiving that, the final unit next week, I think is what they said. The week of I don't know, I can't keep track of the weeks. I believe it's next week. 21st or something like that. So I think we'll probably be on track for an early May installation. So a little later than we had hoped, but Oh, and well, the story is pretty much the same on the flagpoles. They got the flagpoles ordered, they came in, they were damaged. So the footings have been poured and everything's ready to go. They just needed to get actual poles that weren't dented and damaged. So I don't know why that is, but basically that seems to be the luck right now. So, but the fence did get repaired at McCordsville Cemetery a couple of weeks ago, 3-4 weeks ago. So that front panel that got damaged by some unknown cause has been replaced. So that's what I got.
As we're talking about properties, Chief, do you want to give an update on the ladder truck?
Yep, the ladder truck, we went and did the inspection on it last week. Couple of minor, not even issues, but just things we noticed. They're gonna do some changes on. It will be on display at the conference next week in Indianapolis. After that, it will be delivered by them on next Saturday, not this upcoming Saturday, but the following Saturday over here at Station 431. We'll have to go through the manufacturer's training on it, and then we'll do our own internal training on it. It will not be put in service right away, so we're gonna take our time with it since we've not had a truck like that before. There's a size difference, so we're gonna do our due diligence and take our time getting people trained, not so much on the operation of it. That's not what I'm worried about. It's the driving of it because of the length in the streets.
How much longer is that than a fire truck?
It's about 10 feet, probably longer than what we're used to driving.
It was very impressive.
Oh, yeah. I can't wait to see it.
Very impressive to watch the test and see the water flow, and a much needed addition. Great week, a great job.
Thank
And both Stacy and Chief working through that.
They'll probably let you climb a ladder and drive up.
I might, and I might push the button to flow some H2O out.
It will be the single largest one-time exchange of money that we have done since we started the department. It's a significant investment, but a
Yeah,
very
so-
important investment.
So we will make a wire transfer to Sutphen during the week next, or whatever it is, whatever the dates are. I can't keep track of what week we're
Next
in.
Wednesday or Thursday.
Yeah. So I will be executing a transfer of monies from the Trust Indiana account to cover that, so.
And we're paying cash.
$1,708,908.
A few
Yeah, but just
dollars.
think we're not paying the interest on it over the,
No, I haven't calculated it yet, and I will go through the exercise of calculating how much interest we've earned on that money by putting it in Trust Indiana and keeping it there until, because this was a 30, was it 36 months? No, 30-month build time,
yeah.
2.5 years-ish.
That
So, I
went
mean,
fast, didn't it?
So, we've earned a significant amount of interest on that versus where, normally we would have had to do some sort of, lease rental arrangement or something like that and pay the interest.
Mhm.
So yeah, it will be exciting to have that and just outright own it. We got the title already.
Oh.
The Vernon Township Fire Department Savings Plan.
Meetings and training.
There's a whole list at the bottom of events. But two immediate items, April 22nd, we will have the ITA Township Assistance Training up at Delaware Township's Conference Center. And then on the 23rd, we will have our fire territory meeting here in the morning at 9 a.m. I would encourage everybody who can come to that, or if you can't, to listen to it. Michael Reuter, our financial advisor, will be walking through the forecast. He is a very talented, if anybody can make finance interesting, it is Michael Reuter. He does a phenomenal job and really walking us through and working on the budget that the chief and team have been working on to make sure that we're going to be able to accomplish all the things we need to accomplish. So I encourage everybody to participate or to listen. And then at the bottom, you'll just see that we have a wide variety of events coming here from Master Garden Education Program, the Statewide Blood Coalition. We've got a whole bunch of teenagers coming out on the 25th to do a big volunteer day here. We've got the thermal imagery class and FDIC. And what will they be doing? Is it
It'll be in
thermal
this room.
imaging?
Yeah, but they'll be doing a more advanced class on the use of thermal imaging cameras for the firefighters.
And so exciting for us to be a host
Yeah.
location for the international conference. The farmer's market will start April 30th here. And then we will be the host for, a host for the primary election on the 5th. So a whole bunch of firsts happening in terms of hosting and assisting a lot of different groups here. That's what we've got for meetings and trainings.
Any new business?
The only new item that I have is we did receive a packet from USI Consultants, and Steve Middleton from their office did come in and talk to me about an offer for basically easement property along 600 and the McCordsville Cemetery. We just got it a few hours ago. We need to walk through it, and we need to go out and assess what it really looks like on the ground, and then we will come back with a recommendation to the board on.
So it's the McCordsville Cemetery and not the one behind.
It's the McCordsville Cemetery.
Oh, man, there's not much easement.
There's not much at all. So we need to really look at the plan, and we need to assess. They have put forward an offer of, it's $9,000 some odd dollars. And so anyway, we'll take a look at it and we'll come back with a recommendation to the board. But I do want you to know that it has been officially given to us, and we will address it at the May 4th meeting. And the May 4th meeting is a joint meeting at 6:30 PM with the Building Corporation Board. This, I hesitate to say this because every time I say this, we end up calling another meeting. We would plan on this being the May meeting for the township board in lieu of the third Wednesday.
And as a reminder, it will not be in this room because we'll be hosting the primaries and we have to have this room locked down for the 3 days in advance of that. So we'll be hosting it on the other side in our former meeting space over there.
The original meeting room.
The original, the OG meeting space in this building, I guess.
The very cramped space.
But the technology can work over there. So we'll, yeah, that's where we'll be holding it.
No other new business?
That's all I had.
Any old business?
Do we have, Chief, anything? Stacy, anything?
I don't think so.
Guess we might as well adjourn now.
Okay.
We will adjourn it at 6:48.